All right, first question.
That was offensive, Sean.
1 over 8 times what is 1?
It's okay, but 8.
8 is correct. Number of times it's reciprocal. 9 times what? Is 1.
1 over 9.
Good. 2/3 times what is 1?
1/3.
Nope. That'd be adding.
Less than 3.
Nope.
Oh.
3 over 2. Just reciprocal. Question number 4. These problems show 2 ways to think about the same question. 1/3 of what number is 5? One-third of what is 5?
1/3 of what number is 5?
15.
Indeed.
Half of what is 40 or 24?
12.
Half of 48 is 24.
Oh, wait, I'm dumb. I misread.
A tenth of what number is 9? 90.
Kira.
Okay, now it's going to get a little trickier. 5/3 of what number is 20? So we're just going to kind of go through the thinking out loud here, and then we'll discuss. It says we're looking for x. Where do we start? Lena says, I know 5/3 is 1/3 of 5. Why don't we just triple everything? Michael says, what do you mean triple everything? Well, I mean we can triple 5 over 3 to get 5. That gets rid of the fraction. Well, I guess that means we're tripling 5 over 3x to get 5x, but that's still a lot nicer to work with. Jay says, okay, then we have to triple both sides, because what you do to the one side, you have to do to the other to get 5x equals 60. That makes sense. All right, so you notice it says scaling to solve. That means taking each side times a nice number in order to get rid of the fraction, because not many people like dealing with 5/3. So we're going to take both sides times 3. And the reason you do that is the 3's cancel and we're left with 5x. And then I take the right side times 3 as well, and I get 60. So the same question can be asked, 5 times what is 60? And that should be easier to get. Five times what is 60?
12.
12 is correct. All right, we're going to see some of that on the next page. It says here are 3 different ways to scale 2/3 x equals 7. Finish solving in each case. Okay, the first one they take times 3. I think that's the easiest method. Take times whatever the denominator is, because that gets rid of the 3's, and you're left with 2x equals 21. And then I can get x by just figuring out what half of 21 is. Half of 21. 10.5 or 10 and a half. 21 over 2, however you want to say that. All right, the next one that they do, I'm not a fan of this one, but they take it times a half first. That gets rid of the top. And you're left with 1/3 equals 7 over 2. At that point, you would take both sides times 3 to get rid of the denominator. And you'd have x equals 21 over 2, which is still 10 and a half. So that way certainly works as well. And the last way, some people prefer that one because it's only one step. Just take it times the reciprocal. What's nice about that is the 3's cancel, 2's cancel, I'm left with x. 7 over 1 times 3 over 2 is 21 over 2, or 10 and a half. It's done in one step. If it doesn't tell you which way to do it, it is completely up to you. Okay, question number 6, that's what we're going to do now. So do you like doing it in one step, or does 2 steps make more sense? One step. So then you're going to multiply by the reciprocal in front of the x. So what's the reciprocal in front of the x? It's 5 over 2, so I'm going to flip it over to 2 over 5. Cancel, cancel. X equals. What is the right side going to be?
X would be 50 over 5.
Which is?
10 over 5?
10 over 1.
Oh, 10 over 1.
Yeah, again, 50 divided by 5, or just cross cancel. 5 times 2, 10. All right, doing the same method for B. What am I going to multiply by?
To take the 2 and make it.
I'm not even going to touch the 2.
Take the 3 over 8.
Yep, I'm going to reciprocal whatever in front of the x.
8 over 3.
Times 8 over 3. Times 8 over 3. Right side cancels out. What is the left side going to be? 8 over 3 times 2 over 1.
16 over 3.
16 over 3. 5 and a third would be fine. Don't matter. C, Devin, what am I going to multiply by?
Multiplying by
You flip over whatever in front of the x.
3 over 1. What?
Yes. Maddie, what's 1/2 times 3 over 1?
3 over 2.
3 over 2 is correct. 1.5 would be fine as well. 1.5, don't matter. Make sure you flip over the right fraction though, or otherwise every homework or every answer is going to be upside down. All right, question number 8. Where would you plot half of W?
We would put half of W right between 0 and W.
Right between 0 and W. 1/2 W would be right there. How about 3/4 of W? We'll just do 10 underneath there.
3/4 of the way to W.
3/4 of the way to W. How about 4/3?
A little bit closer to the 2W.
Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Nope.
Go back. Stop. A little bit.
Yeah. So it's basically a third. That's 1 1/3, right? So here's 1W. A third of the way.
Yeah, I guess I didn't think that.
So 4/3. Or
Okay.
1 1/3.
Now 7/4 would probably be closer to the 2W now.
Yeah, what number is or 7/4 the same as?
Uh,
As a mixed number.
2.5.
That'd be 10 over 4.
Put it past the 2W.
Well, is 7 divided by 4 more than 2?
Oh, 1 3/4.
1 3/4 is the answer.
Oh,
So 1 1/4, 1 2/4, or 1.5, 1 3/4. That's it right there. All right, 3 over 2x. Let's plot that. What's 3 over 2 as a mixed number?
That would be 1, 2.5.
3 divided by 2.
1 and
1.5. So it's got to be bigger than a 1x. So over here somewhere.
yeah.
So 3 over 2x equals 18. I got to figure out what x is. So what am I going to multiply by here?
2 over 3.
2 over 3. Cancel, 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 cancel. 18 times 2 over 3.
18 times 2 is 36.
I would cross cancel, so you don't have to deal with such big numbers.
I'm bad
Well, then you got to do 36 divided by 3.
12.
12. Again, I would cross cancel. 6 times 2, 12. Why don't you try 13? Find out what x is, and then also plot 4 over 5x. All right, 4 over 5 is less than 1. If you take 4 divided by 5 as a decimal, you're going to get 0.8. So it's 80% of the way to x. So there's where I would plot it, roughly. Definitely had to be left of x, though. And now I'm going to take it times the reciprocal of 5 over 4. You're going to get 200 over 4, or cross cancel,
I have a question.
and take 5 times 10.
So with chart plotting the 80%, right?
Yep.
Of course it's to the left of x. But what if x were a negative? Would it be to the right if it were only 80% of that, or would it still be to the left?
Well, it would be the right. Because left of it further would be more.
Okay.
I don't think they're going to give you any negative x's, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, that is nice.
All right, all this one is asking is it more or less than 15? So let's just make a little visual here. So there's my 0. What is 5 over 2 the same as? 2.5. Okay, so here's x. Here's 2x. Here's 3x. You just told me that is 2.5. 5 over 2x, which is 15. Now, looking at that, are you confident in answering if x is more or less than 15?
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's less.
It's definitely less. Look where it's at, right? Definitely less than 15. That's all it's asking us. So if you see one of those, certainly don't get that one wrong.
And the best part about this is if you don't know, there's a 50-50 chance you get it right now.
That's correct. All right, so we have 1x and we have 2x. You can put whatever you want on there. Where do you think 2/3 x would be?
2/3 of the way to x.
2/3 of the way to x. So I'm going to say about right here.
I feel like I'm cheating whenever I say that, but it's technically correct.
Yeah, 2/3 of the way. So that's 5/8. Maddie, the value of x, think it's bigger or less than 5/8?
Bigger.
Definitely bigger. All right, we did a lot with mystery grids yesterday. Try this one.
Aye, aye, Captain. Oh.
Do the whole number ones first. That should make it easier. 13, 3 numbers that add up to 13. Numbers that multiply to give you 3, multiply to give you 49. 7 is smack dab right there. I would think a couple minutes here is all that one should take.
This one was pretty easy, it wasn't that bad. Can I see it? Maybe. Or can I write it down?
Maybe. Yeah, but
Like, can I write it there?
No.
I was pretty close.
Anybody confident in one of the?
Yeah, me.
Which one?
Kira.
Give me one set of boxes here that you have.
What do you mean? Just say, like,
One chunk of it. Here. Fill out one set for me that are in the red.
in the top left,
Top left, what do you got?
I have, on the, like, in the corner, I have one. And then the other box, I have 7.
Yeah, the only ones that can work is 7 times 7 times 1. Only way to get 49. Maddie, did you have your hand up? No. Landon, another one?
On 6/10 with divide, it's 3 in the left box and 5 in the right box.
Yeah, 3 divided by 5 is the same as 6/10. That's where that comes from. Case, you got one?
I got the other ones already.
I got another one.
Sean, you got any?
I believe so.
Which one?
Oh wait, no, that doesn't work. I had it wrong.
Yep. Devin, you got one?
7.
Yes, that one's gone. No.
For the 3 number above the 7 is 131.
131. 1 times 3 times 1 is the only way to get 3.
Oh, that one was right.
Yeah, I have another one.
Okay, then there's a couple missing numbers here. You can just plug in. This one's pretty easy. 5/3, it just means you need a 5 and a 3. And just filling in missing numbers since then.
Brilliant. What you bringing up, Mike?
All right, 17, same type of problem that we've done. Again, 2x is right here. Double it. That's 4/3. What is 1x? All right, so I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal. Reciprocal of 2 is 1/2. What is 4/3 times a half?
When you multiply by a half, you get half of what you have, correct?
No. Dividing by 2 is the same as half. Yes, so you are taking half of it.
But not true.
Nope, 4/3 times 1/2.
4/6.
4/6, which reduces to 2/3.
Oh, yeah, I was right.
18. 1/2 equals 2/3 x. Okay, 2/3 x would be 2/3 of the way to x. So plot that. I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal. Times 3/2. What is 1/2 times 3/2?
3/4.
3/4. Half x, that's an easy one to plot. Halfway between 0 and x. It says it's 5/17. What's the reciprocal of 1/2?
2/1.
Times 2/1 times 2/1. So 5/17 times 2/1.
Would that be 10/17?
10/17. 5 times 2, 17 times 1. 4/3 x. Where does that get plotted? Somebody other than Sean. As he clearly has. Not quite 1.5.
Past the X.
Past the x, 1 1/3. So 1/3 of the way it is to 2x.
Good job, bestie.
That's 1/2 there. So what do I multiply by, Landon?
2.
No.
What?
2 is not in front of the X.
1.5. Take 1/2 and 1/4.
Can I?
Times
Maddie, what do I multiply by?
2/1.
Why are we flipping that one?
I mean, 3/4.
What's in front of the X?
4/3.
That's what you flip.
3/4.
Mine.
Don't touch the other one.
I said that.
Nope,
No, you didn't.
you didn't. You said 1/2, then you said 2, then you said 4.
Over 3 or
1/2 times 3/4. 3/8.
Sir, to the office, please. Connor, sir, to the senior high office.
Let's do a couple of these. 21.
Each one has to be prime. Branching. 4.5. No. Yeah. Indeed. And then 3 for the leaves.
Yep. All right, 24. Each side has to be
18. Oh wait, yeah, 18. Sorry, I got confused for a minute. I was scared because I started in 22.
Landon, give me one of them. Butterfly or leaf?
Go with leaf.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it'd be 6.
6 times 3 is 18.
The butterfly.
Kira, butterfly.
What? Oh, we're on that one.
I was running on the
That would be
9.
9.
Good job. Yay!
9 is correct.
Actually, let's
All right, last page.
help me out. Like, go.
That was
What's wrong with helping out so much?
All right, we're going to pick one of these and match it. Maddie, pick A, B, C, or D.
Why do I never get to pick them?
Because you talk enough already.
Wait, what?
Pick one.
I'm the next blue.
Best
C.
C. All right, we're going to write this out, and then we're going to find the match. Think of a number. Clearly, they're using the letter W the way it appears, so that's what I'm going to do. Subtract 2, so I'm going to put a -2 by it. Divide that all by 3. Add 1. And take all of it times 6.
I missed
29.
30.
29.
29. Has to be in parentheses there, Devin.
Indeed.
So C. Buy that one.
Can I choose the next one?
All right. Why don't you try A and B, see if you can find a match.
Can I try D?
We all get to try D.
Try A and B.
Do we not use one? Or is it the same?
I finished.
I think some we're going to use twice.
Mr. Milbrown, do you have a favorite Disney movie?
Nope.
Really? You ever watch Treasure Planet?
Never.
It's like the best Disney movie. That and Aladdin.
Aladdin's not that good. Aladdin is
Aladdin is amazing.
I never watched it. Seriously,
All right.
what?
Sean, what do you got for matches?
So, for A, I got 28. And for B, I got 30.
28 is A. B, you got what?
30.
30? So those don't have matches, so of course those would both be D.
Indeed.
Now again, the puzzle with the greater than and less thans, we have struggled a little bit with them. I think we lose track of the signs. It's nice that they have them in number order here to kind of help us out. So, for instance, here it says 2/3 is bigger than something. There's only one number that 2/3 is bigger than.
1/3.
It's 1/3, so that has to go here. And then you have two numbers left. Which one is smaller of the two numbers left?
1.
One is smaller, so 1 is less than 1 1/3. Okay, top. I'm missing two numbers here. The bigger one needs to go on the left.
2/3.
2/3 is already used.
4/3.
4/3 is bigger than
1.
1. Okay, this is kind of nice when they always have 3 in a row. That means the biggest of the 3 has to go here,
So 4/3.
followed by the next biggest, followed by whatever's left. Oh, I can't use 1. 1's already been used.
Ooh.
So this has to be 2/3.
I didn't do anything.
Why did you say
Okay, bottom left. What are we missing?
That was mean.
Bottom left.
Well, technically,
Bottom left.
I forgive you.
Bottom left.
I don't forgive you. For
Bottom
saying-
left.
Oh, bottom left is
2/3.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Right above it, we're missing 2 numbers. The bigger one has to go on the bottom.
4/3.
4/3 above it.
2/3.
1.
2/3 already been used.
1.
We already established that.
All right, 1 is bigger than
3/3.
2/3.
That's equal.
2/3 is bigger than
1/3.
1/3. There you go. So just working your way around.
That was pretty easy.
Question number 33 says assume x is positive. Which one is bigger? 5/4? 4/5.
5/4.
5/4. And you can think about it as grades. 5 out of 4 would be better than 4 out of 5.
3/x.
3/x or 2/x. Now x can be anything. So we could plug in any number here.
5.
Let's say it's 5.
Yeah.
So what's bigger, 3/5 or 2/5? Yes. Same thing with the next one. Again, I can just say the bottom is 5 because it's got to be true all the time. So the left side would be 3/15. Right side would be 1/5.
1/5 is bigger. Actually, that would be equal.
They're equal. They would both reduce to 1/5.
Yeah.
How about the next one? Again, x can be anything. Let's say x is 1.
X is.
X over 67.
X
Yeah.
over 67
Great, good job, bestie.
is bigger. Again, that would be a better percent if you think about it like a test.
That would be really
1 out of
rough.
82 is not as good as 1 out of 67.
Let's do 4
Yeah,
for
Landon.
E. 4 for E.
You want to put the number 4 in there?
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you get on the left, Landon, if you put 4 in for x?
4 and 4 is 100%.
They're equal.
That'd be a 1.
8 over 4. But now hold on.
They're equal.
Right side, if x is 4, it'd be 8/8,
8.
which is
Equal.
1. Equal.
That was pretty good. I'm glad I picked that one.
Hey.
Now let's say x is 2.
Oh,
Again, it doesn't matter what number you choose. It's going to be true for all of them.
equal.
1/2 plus 1/2 plus 1/2 or 1/2. What's bigger?
1/2 plus 1/2 plus 1/2.
1/2 plus 1/2 plus 1/2 is 3/2.
That's what you get for saying Aladdin is just so good.
Sorry that it's
Why is that
garbage.
Nah, I'm not talking to you today. Nah, matter of fact, I'm not talking to you for the entire weekend.
All right, question 34. Last one we're going to do today.
Okay.
Try it.
Which one? 40?
Ah.
34. Guys, stop, please. Landon. Mel 34.
I'm guessing a little bit on this, but.
All right, hopefully you realize that triangle is the easiest.
Yeah.
Indeed.
5. Now here's kind of the trick for these. I like to write these in here, of course. Now this side, when it's got this right in the middle, it kind of is confusing. So the way to do that is take 20 minus 5. That means both sides got to add up to 15. So what's half of 15? 7.5. Okay, so from there, I should be able to figure out the heart. 5 plus what is 7.5? 2.5, or 2.5. And how about the butterflies?
5 and 1/10.
What do all three have to add up to?
10.
10, right? So I got to take 10 divided by 3. And I can just write that as an improper. Or as a mixed number.
Oh, what?
Wait, I was right.
So that's probably the toughest one when it doesn't come out to a perfect 2.5. All right, take a look at the homework. All right, Sean, here's your chance. You can eliminate one mystery grid for the class
Okay.
with no input from anybody.
We're counting on. Yep.
Sean, you want me to bring cookies? You can make G.
Landon.
H.
H is eliminated.
Thank you.
Okay, so you do not have to do that one.
Yeah,